so the topic we're going to be talking about today is juicing, and I'm going to try to show you guys how to do it and explain some of the benefits of it. So first I have a question. What do you think that I have in common with these guys?
Big smile.
Rippling
What's
back.
that?
Big smile.
That's
You're
true.
a human. You're white and look patriotic today.
Okay, Jeremy.
Both action, you know?
You're dark hair.
You all have a flag.
That's true. But the other thing we all know is that we're all juicers. All right. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to go through, we're going to have a brief PowerPoint slide, and then we're going to let the juicing begin. And I'm going to need a volunteer, a sort of sous chef person, like Mandy. What, you don't need to.
Sorry, I'm excited. I like juicing. No. I'm an athlete now, so.
And then after that, we're going to have a taste test, like a blind taste test, using this baby here. And so, who would like to do that? Just like who's interested? Wow, okay. So I'll burn through this PowerPoint real quick, and then we'll do that. All right. So these are the big three juicers, the main types. The slide isn't designed that well, but in the upper right corner, that's manual. You see the crank on it. You can take those with you anywhere. They're really good juicers, high end. And then the bottom right, that's a masticating juicer, and it does just like what the name sounds like. It slowly chews up the vegetables or the fruits, so you get a lot of juice yield. Those are really good ones. Like, has anyone ever tried wheatgrass?
Yes.
It's gross, but I've tried it too. But I mean, that's the kind they use. You know, you see that thing coming out, that big long roll. And then the kind we'll be using today, this thing, it's a centrifugal juicer. And remember that, because I have a question over that. So remember those 3 times. All right, and so these are some of the benefits of juicing. It helps fight disease. There's something in them called phytochemicals. They boost your immune system. It's a good way to absorb nutrients. And certain vegetables are good for different health items, or health problems you might be having. For example, cabbage is really good for colitis. And I found that out recently because my wife's brother has that, and so we sent him a juicer. I'm not really sure if it's helping yet, but we found all this stuff on the internet about how it's good for it. So, and then maybe you've heard some of this other stuff, like cranberry juice, bladder infections. You know, ginger is good for cholesterol, and all juice is good for keeping you regular. So we'll need this after the cupcakes. Okay, spinach. It's got all kinds of benefits, and I was looking it up yesterday, and there's something in it called opioid peptides, which apparently make you feel good, relaxed. I mean, I've never noticed that, but we will be using spinach today, so maybe we'll glean some of that benefits. And this, I was looking up this yesterday and just learning some stuff, and apparently that's another word for a celery stalk, a celery pedial. I thought that was kind of interesting, and if you could just read that real quick, it's sort of funny. Yeah. But so we'll have celery today. That's specific. All right. And these are some of the phytochemicals in there. I'm putting this up here so you can see the long list. This is just taken from Wikipedia, and there's this just overwhelming list of different chemicals that are in there, anti-carcinogenics and things like that. And we don't really even know what they're good for because nobody's really interested in, because it's hard to get like a patent on blueberries or apples, so companies don't really look into that stuff. But finally, the names of what these things do is coming out. So just showing you that. Look at all that stuff. Just to get a sense. And this was like 1/10 of the list that was on Wikipedia. So, all right, so that's about it.